Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to learn completing square method of quadratic equation. How you solve that? I am going to demonstrate you the completing square method of solving a quadratic equation. Now take a question number from our exercise 7x squared plus 2x minus 1. Now first step is in the quadratic completing square method that you must remember the completing square method coefficient of x square. You must divide the coefficient of x square to every term, and you must write the quadratic equation in the standard form that is 7x square plus 20x minus equal to 0. Here there are three terms are here: your square term, without square term, and constant term. Now after this arrangement you will start. First step is one is to divide the coefficient of x square. So this x square, the coefficient of here is coefficient of x square is 7. So you must divide it whole equation by 7 into it like this. When 7x square is divided by 7, you will get 7 cancelled out. So x square and plus 2 upon x, 7 will not cancel out. So after 1 upon 7, you have 1 upon 7 will be remain, and when you divide 7 by 0, your answer will be 0. Now put constant over the other side. Now this is your constant of minus 1 upon 7. You have to shift this term to this side in the 0 side. Then it will be changes into plus 1 upon 7 and 0 you cannot write. You can do the 0 1 upon 7. Now these are the first two steps, and sometimes this step vanishes in any question, or sometimes maybe this step can vanish it. Now the step 3, the most important step, the we have to complete the square. That is square complete mean we have formula a square plus 2ab plus b square. You must have three terms in this form: ab plus b square. This is the square, completing square, and this we have to make these three terms. Now we have two terms in the left side. We have two terms x square and 2x upon y. So now I will make it a square. That is square I am taking outside and I am taking inside x. It is your a term. Now this is your 2b term. So remember that we have to find the two. This is a combined term having 2ab in the formula. So you must divide it by 2 so you can get the product of AB. Now A you have already decided it is a x because power 2 is separate and you have x. So A is already decided. Only you need a B. For B you must divide this coefficient because x we have decided A. Now 2 upon 7 you have to multiply it 1 upon 2 or divide by 2. Now when you multiply by, in every question of completing square you have to multiply this term by 1 upon 2. Now this 2 will be cancelled out and you have 1 upon 7. Now squaring this, take the half of the x term and square it and add on both sides. Now squaring this term, this 7 1 upon 7, and adding to the both side of this term, plus here you have here 1 upon 7 square and plus 1 upon 7 plus 1 upon 7 whole square. This is the way you can do. Now this whole square is equal to, remember that you can write it into a plus b whole square. So you have to decide what is a and b, then you can put the bracket with square. And if 2ab is negative, you have a negative whole square. So here we have a positive 2ab, so I will have a positive. So I will going to pack it in this formula. Now here a is x square, remember that, and b is 1 upon 7. So I will make it, I'm breaking it, convert the left hand side to square so you can understand better. I have converted into, change to, this is your a x square plus 2, and this is the formula 2a square plus 2ab. Now 2 I have write in the form of 2a. Now a is your x and b is 1 upon 7. You have put the values 1 upon 7, and when you multiply you will get again 2 upon 7. It means you have write the correct form, and b square. Now this is your b square. So a and b you have to write x plus 1 upon 7. This is your a plus 1 upon 0, and take the bracket and whole square. Now in this side, you have squared 1 upon 7, it will become 1 upon 49. And now you have to take the LCM because this is a 1 upon 7. So multiply it by 7, and at the top you have to multiply 7. So 7 plus 1 upon 49 adding, you have 8 upon 49. 8 upon 49 is your answer. Now we have to take the square root. Now remember that square root means you have to take under root, and this square will be cancelled out by the square root, and similarly this square. Now you have also take to plus minus because we are taking the square root. Now square root of 8 will be triple 8, and triple 8 means you can take 1 2 outside, 2 and 2 and 2. These three roots in you can take double outside, and 7 49 is square root is 7, so it will be simply out 7. So either our solution is plus minus, so we will take both values. Now I am taking this 1 upon 7 transferring to other side, it will be minus 1 upon 7. Now taking LCM, both denominator 7, so I can easily minus 1 plus 1 under root 2 upon 7. Now you can find out two solution, but there is a under root 2, so it will become in point answer. You can just write simply in the solution set as minus plus minus 2 under root 2. A plus and minus, you can find out both solution by this. And now take the another example. Lx square plus mx plus n is equal to 0. Now Lx square plus mx, the first step is to, what is the our first step is to divide the coefficient of x square. Now x squared coefficient is L. Now dividing L to the whole equation, you have transferred n to the other side, dividing each term by minus. Now we have performed both steps simultaneously, so you can do it. Minus n upon L and now again you have to find this m upon L again, because again a we have decided that is x. Now m upon L is the your term, you will multiply again with the same formula 1 upon 2 m upon 2L, and adding both sides by squaring it. So m upon 12 square and minus n upon m upon 2 square. You have back this is your a and this is your b, m upon 12 whole square. It is a perfect square minus n upon L. Now squaring m square upon 4. Now taking the LCM, we have 4L square, and we need here multiply 4 and L, and then divide it by 4L. You have 4L square. So minus 4L and plus m square is equal divided by 4. Now again taking the square root, and you will get the answer. Because these are alphabets, you will not get two answers, but you need a plus minus. Now you will put here plus minus when you are taking the square root. Maybe I forget. You have to put plus minus here, and when it's taking the square, this will cancel out plus minus the root. Now you can take outside this 4L square become 2L, because under root in the upper term we have a plus sign between them and there is no factor, so you cannot take outside it. So I am arranging it m square positive writing first, then 4ln at the second place. Now transferring this m upon 2l to right side, so it will be sign change minus m upon 2l plus minus this. Now taking the LCM, minus m plus 1 m square minus 4 ln upon 2l, and this is the solution. And remember that this is the quadratic formula, and you have drive the quadratic formula, but with these values you don't use the standard equations. So this is the way you can use the completing square method. Now there is another problem. You can see that there is a problem and it's a big problem. So you can solve it by uh, first you have to make it a quadratic equation, because there is no in the quadratic equation. So opening this bracket x plus 2a whole square, then multiplying 5a 7x, you will get a square. 2ab will be 4a square, and plus, sorry, this is your b square is here first, and this is 2ab term, that is 2ab, that will be 4x plus 3a square and 35, this is 7 5 7 is 35x, 35ax. So this is your 35ax, and plus this will be multiplied. You have 115a square. So transferring all the terms in this and multiplying by 7, you have 7x square plus 28, 28x plus 3a square, and this is minus 35a. X minus 11a square is equal to 0. 7x square minus 35a plus 28 ax plus 20a square plus, now this is both are a squares. Now you can add them, 3a square and 28a square minus 11a square. Now you will get the equation 7x square, 35a, this is your a term, and this is your also for 11. Now adding and subtracting with this 28a square, you have 84a square, and a square and 35a, and you have another a, that is your a 35a minus 7a, 35a, and you have another a, here is another a, 5ax, 35ax. Now this is your 35ax and ax term, sorry, it is not written there. 35ax and 28ax. Now subtracting it, you will get minus 7ax. 35ax plus 28 minus 35. And this will a square gives you 3a square and 11a square and 28 square. Adding it will become 31a square. Subtracting now we start completing square method. Now dividing the by the first by 7. Now 7 is cancelled out. 7 will be again cancelled out, and 7 you can transfer 4 to other side. 7 will give you 12a square. So we have x square minus ax plus is equal to 12 square. Now our hint was is there to find out the middle value. So I will multiply here in center you have x square minus ax. Now you have a term is x and only a is your 2ab term. So you will multiply or divide by 2. So this is again we using the same method that you have to multiply a by 1 upon 2. So a upon 2 or squaring a upon 2 and adding on both sides. Now this question is a negative. You have a negative minus x. So minus 2x will be real, and you can say that minus a square is a minus. You can add because you can take minus a here. So that will be minus a. So a minus b, x minus a whole square. And if you square it, you have a square upon 4 12. So now taking the LCM first, you have to take the LCM. And then you have to take the square root. Now, how you will take the square root? First, you have to LCM. LCM, what will be the LCM? LCM will be 48. Now, there is no 4 is here. There is 1. So, I will take 12, 4 multiplied by 12, a square, and then plus a square. That will become 48 a square upon 4. So this gives you 49 a square, and your result will be 49 a square upon 4. Now you have to take the square root. 49 a upon square. When you are taking the square root, so you have 7, or you can, I have directly write it, means you have x is equal to either x is equal plus minus a upon 2 because I have to take the square. A upon 2 is equal to 49, so under root is 7a upon 2. And this is plus minus, remember that. So we will take either, we will write either or, because there are two possible solutions, it is a quadratic equation, or because 2 is denominator the same, so a plus 7a upon 2, x is equal to a minus 7 upon 2, you have This is your A. Minus 6a upon 2, and you have minus 3a, and this will be added up 4a, 8a upon divided by 2, 4a. So this is the solution. So this is the way you, when there are possibility of subtraction or addition, you find out is this in this way, either or two solutions. So this is the completing square method. I have explained it into detail. It will give you a good effect. So learn it.